Well, hello everybody. Hope you're all doing well. Hope you're having a good day, even though it's a little bit chilly today. I just wanted to do a quick video because I'm not going to get another chance today. I just wanted to talk to you about a few things. If you can hear, my voice is a little bit hoarse, and this is not a bad way. I've been much worse. Yesterday was really bad. I'm sure I hope I'll be over it soon, because I have a craft fair on Thursday and Saturday, and in between I've got to get every single one of these items finished, plus a few more things in the box underneath there, and that box over there. So there's quite a lot of work to do yet in 2 days, because on Wednesday I have my grandchildren, so there's no work going to be done on Wednesday, and no work on Thursday because there's appointments first thing, and then the craft fair in the afternoon, and then another meeting in the evening to do with self-reliance training, and then I'll do a little bit of paint. No, I won't, because by the time I get back from that it'll be bedtime. So Friday I might get a little bit of work in, ready for Saturday's fair. So yeah, I have already put the dates of the next 3 fairs up on the Facebook pages, and I'll just put that in the description box underneath as well. So anyway, so far this little harlequin, which I absolutely love, I don't know if you can see it in this light, but I've put some bluey grey shading area just to highlight edges, and I love this. I found pictures of the white harlequins, and since we already had these shapes, I thought, oh, one of them, not like the harlequins we did last week, but one of them I would do with the black and white theme, and I really love that. It's really cute. I've got a plinth for the tree, so that can be decorated now and painted and adorned. I'm going to see if I can find lots of tiny little costume jewelry bits like that to put on there as well. I did these baubles as well this morning. I love that. This is black, white and gold, but I've deliberately left some of the wood open to show the wood grains, and there'll be a bow on there, probably gold bow on that one. This one's going to have a little bit of gold detailing on there as well, and a gold bow on that one, so that's not finished yet. And then this one will have some silver and the white glitter, the fairy dust on the white. So yeah, that one will have that on. So hopefully that's enough, and I've deliberately kept the wood grains open so we can see that. I love that, so people can see it is made out of wood. And then I have started on these fellas. They're, well, 2/3 done. Still a little bit more work done to do on the hats, the shading, the eyes, and then the varnishing, so they'll be done soon. The fairies need some work doing on them as well. So that's what I'll be doing today, and just turn that off while I'm not in the room. And I wanted to show you a few other little bits and bobs. So put the light one in here so you can see. It's a bit dark. Because I've had a cold, and I have got a cold because in the last month I've been crazy, stupid busy. I've not been looking after myself. I've been neglecting my diet as far as plenty of fruit and veg goes, and I haven't been having enough rest. So I have succumbed to a seasonal cold, but it's not serious. These things pass even if you don't do anything about it. If you don't take any remedies, that'll still pass, because it's the nature of our bodies. But I need it to pass quickly, so I have been taking a few of the sachets of my cold hot drink. I don't like using them, and I don't use them as a rule because I don't often get ill. I don't often get sick, but I need it to shift, and I think just for this week I'm not going to fret too much about having to use them. I do take the vitamin C. That's 1,000 milligrams of vitamin C and zinc, because they work together. And I don't like the effervescent vitamin C because it also has a source of phenylalanine in, which is not good, and they also have other ingredients that I don't like. But just for the extra vitamin C, even though I am having plenty of fruit, and vegetables. I've made sure I've been starting on the fruit and vegetable smoothies again as well, and hopefully in the new year I'll be able to get a juicer as well and make sure I get just a little bit extra just to top up my fruit and vegetable nutrients. And I have got obviously the vapor rub and the lip balm, because when I've got a cold my lips tend to dry out. I've been drinking more water, but not as much. I think that's one of the reasons I got ill. Since it's got colder and I've been so busy, I've been neglecting my fluids as well. So plenty of water is the order of the day, and some herbal teas, because water's not that nice when it's cold. You don't always feel like drinking water when it's cold, but it's especially important just as much as when there's hot weather. Excuse me. So yeah, I'm keeping up with that, having my fruits and vegetables and making plenty of wholesome foods like the soaked muesli with fresh fruit and nuts and seeds that have been toasted. I also today, in my frugal journey, decided I've had enough. Last week I've stepped up my use of the hummus in because I now use it instead of butter, and I have savory things. Oh, please do excuse me, this is really bad. I might not be able to go on for much longer. Oh, but hang on, let me grab a bit of water. Oh, excuse me. Oh, it's so nice to have some filtered water. I might have to take that with me. Anyway, as I was saying, with the hummus, I use that a lot more now, because I like to use that if I'm getting hungry or snacky. And I do get it every now and again. I get a really munchy week where I just am on the munchies and I want to eat. So my new tactic has been just to grab some vegetables and hummus, just to fill the gap. Even though I'm not hungry, I think it's a psychological thing. I just go through the munchies. It must be hormonal. So this time I've cooked a big pot of chickpeas, and that will make a big tub of hummus, and I will keep that to last me the week, because I bought 3 tubs last week, right? So that added up to over £4 in money. That's a lot of money to spend on hummus that I finished in just, I used a tub a day, so it's not even a whole week's worth. So I decided it's much cheaper to make my own, and I've got a food processor now. So I've cooked those chickpeas. Once they're cold, I will make a big 1 kilogram tub full of hummus for the week, especially since I'm going to be extremely busy, and I'll be able to just dip into the hummus when I'm getting a bit hungry and peckish. And I have found that I like it on toast. I just love it on toast with a bit of tomato or pickles or something like that. So yeah, hummus is the order of the day. It replaces margarine because I stopped using that now much. So that would save us money, and I'm not buying the tubs that are plastic, so it's more zero waste, further along the journey. Excuse me. So there you are. But the garden, I've not done anything in the garden this week, since last week. Obviously I haven't been well anyway, and I've been busy with the crafts. So I've let me catch my breath a bit. So I've just been keeping it tidy, but and I just had the last of my tomatoes, the last of my fresh tomatoes at the garden. The Cape gooseberries are looking a bit sad now. I do need to water them, and I'll keep them going as long as I can, so that I can harvest those last fruits off them. The sweet potatoes are now looking very sad, so I'll harvest those soon, but I'm not going to do it yet. I'll leave it as long as I can. The carrots are still doing fine, but they need earthing up still. Going to have to get some compost in this garden. But I have taken the big giant king size sheet off the cover here for 2 reasons. One, so that I could let in more light under the cover for the plants, and for the other, that it was getting windy and I could just visualize that sheet being turned into a tattered flag before midwinter even arrived. Buttons. So Let me just take a minute. I haven't sat down in this garden for a couple of weeks. I missed it. And there is still beautiful things happening. I was looking out the window yesterday, and in that hanging basket over there, a magpie came looking for some of the cocoa fibre lining to pull apart, but it didn't stay. It went. It was nice to see. And then today he was back again in that one there. But what he did was he was hiding he had some food or something in his mouth. Don't know what it was, but he was trying to bury it. So we watched from the living room window, and he was trying to push it into the ground. Now, there's not much soil space in there. It's all roots from the plants, but he was trying to bury his food in there. And I thought, even nature is being wise enough to store up things for the winter to come back to. So he's hiding food and saving it for the winter. So even nature anticipates the need for food during the winter. You know, like squirrels do, and they bury their nuts in the undergrowth and things. So even the magpies are storing up for the winter, and how wise it would be to follow the examples of nature. If nature is knowing that winter is going to be hard, then we should follow the example and make sure we're prepared. So I will make sure that I've got plenty of fruit and veggies topped up frequently, to make sure we've always got fresh fruit and vegetables to prevent more colds. And I will continue to replace what we use from the store cupboard, just to make sure we've always got stuff there. Excuse me. Especially now I'm using a lot more chickpeas. I'm going to have to buy quite a big lot of bulk chickpeas and other beans. So yes, and I just thought sitting out here for a few minutes in the fresh air might help as well. I haven't been out here for a while, and I've opened the windows in the house to exchange the air in the house, because when it's cold we don't always feel like opening up the windows and doors in the house, but it's vitally important to exchange the air to keep it fresh, because sometimes that heavy air, the stuffy air in the house, contributes to colds as well, and it holds on to viruses and bugs and things that hang around. So it is important to ventilate the house, even if it's just for a few minutes a day or every other day, just to open the windows and the doors, let the air blast through, and then at least you'll have a little bit of fresh air. Oh, I think I've had enough now. So I shall quickly go and get something. Buttons! Sorry, she's getting distracted again. She's not been well either this week. Even Buttons has had a bit of a bug. But put her on rice and scrambled eggs, and she's getting better already, being herself again. She was looking very sorry for herself for a bit. But yeah, she's on the mend as well. So I think we've all been a bit susceptible to colds. So I am going to love you and leave you all and cough myself stupid otherwise, because I keep talking. So I shall speak to you all again soon. Have a lovely day. Look after yourselves. Take care of yourselves to prevent those colds. Plenty of fresh fruit and veggies, water, fresh air, exercise, and sleep. And on that note, have a good day, everybody. Bye.